I'd like to welcome everyone to the PowerOn Xpress Business 1.0 presentation, where we talk about delivering smarter energy and merging that and melding that with cryptocurrency. It is March 23rd, 2017, and my name is Faith Sloan. We're going to get started now, and I'm going to go faster than normal, faster than usual. I'm trying to shorten this presentation for a lot of you, so here we go. Thank you again. Welcome to PowerOn Xpress and exergonix. The vision that PowerOn Xpress and exergonix has is for their companies, for all of us together as one, to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy to the world, at the same time creating the world's most powerful green asset-backed cryptocurrency, Xecoin. Now, what we're talking about is three massive and disruptive industries. Blockchain technology. This is my forte. I've been doing a lot of studies on it. I find it rather exciting, so I'm always captivated about all of the news, all of the research, the mathematics, the science behind it, the consumer purposes, the fungibility, everything about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency I love. Energy storage. I tell you, huge industry many of us don't know much about, but after doing a lot of research, I've realized it's already a multi-billion-dollar industry already across the world, with the United States. Actually, it is Japan, China, Germany, United States at the top of the list in terms of the investments they are putting in the energy storage and renewable energy arena. And of course, there's network marketing. For those of you who have zero interest in network marketing, we've got something here for you as well. If you're looking to hold on to and take advantage of the massive and disruptive industries such as blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, energy storage, then you're at the right place at the right time. So let's talk about what we mean by blockchain. Basically, what we really mean is not just blockchain, we mean cryptocurrency. See, in just 8 years, Bitcoin's market capitalization is over $16 billion, which is truly amazing. Right now, the value is running between, I would say, about 980 to 1200. It's really fluctuating. There's a lot of things going on in the industry I'm not going to discuss here on this call. But Bitcoin, we have to thank, because it's disrupting the concept of money. It's disrupting the concept of commerce. It's opened the door for other digital currencies and blockchain usability. I mean, even personally, I have a story in that. Back in 2009, people were throwing these coins at me. They were worth nothing. The value was nothing to 1 cent. And then people started selling it for 10 cents. And I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Unfortunately, I was wrong. And see, I tell you, I'm here right now in PowerOn Xpress because I know for sure that cryptocurrency is here to stay. Our governments know it for sure. Our financial institutions, Chase Bank, Bank of America, I mean, even the government of China. I mean, you know, the Chinese have the most transactions on the blockchain in terms of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, than any other country in the world. It is huge. You can find Bitcoin ATM machines in your neighborhood. I know I live in the Chicago land. I find them at a fast food joint. And their establishments. So they've got the Bitcoin ATM machines. The convenience stores around here have Bitcoin ATM machines. We have loads of Bitcoin ATM machines out here, and I'm quite sure they're in your area as well. So we are talking about pure disruption, and when you have a disruptive industry, that is where the money is to be made. If indeed you recognize it, you open your eyes, you open your ears, and just go for it. And this is exactly what we're doing. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the risk is minimal. I'm going to show you something that I've seen. This is a few days old. The potential of altcoins. Altcoin is just alternative to Bitcoin. There are about 800 to 1,000 altcoins out there. Most of them won't make it. 40% fail weekly. You know, we have coins coming and going, but there are some tried and true coins out there. If you take a look at market cap, coinmarketcap.com, you'll see the cryptocurrency market capitalization in order of the highest market cap. So, of course, we've got about 18 billion right now, which is Bitcoin. And, you know, you see their percent change as well. Ethereum, and I have some of that as well, is actually called Ether, not Ethereum. You know, it's Ether, and I have some of that as well. I purchased that at 17 bucks, I believe. I believe right now it's about $42, which is just 43, 44. I believe today is 42. Dash, I have a handful of those as well. They've gone from $6 just middle of last year to $93. This is just truly amazing. Monero, these guys are just shooting out the box like crazy. Ripple's been around for a long time. Litecoin's been around for a long time. They're very much a slow coin, but they are increasing their market capitalization as well. Ethereum Classic is a takeoff on Ethereum. That's a long story behind that. $2, etc. We can go on and on and on. Xecoin is going to be something you're going to see at the top in terms of market capitalization, and I'm going to tell you why once we take it public. See, when you take a look at Xecoin, just like Bitcoin, just like Ether, just like Litecoin, just like any of the cryptocurrencies that are available right now, the value is based upon supply and demand. Well, shucks, so is the fiat money, so is the U.S. dollar, so is the Great Britain pound, so is the Vietnam dong, so is the, you know, the Iraqi dinar, if you will. It's all based upon supply and demand. But let me tell you one thing. What Xecoin has, what's going to be brought to the table is that it is 100% underwritten by an asset, by a commodity, which is stored energy from the future and current assets and revenues or profits of exergonix. Now we're going to have a cryptocurrency finally with a true intrinsic value. There's a lot of fighting going on now between a lot of the developers, the core developers of Bitcoin and Bitcoin.com, which is a company that have their group of developers, and they're creating what we call Bitcoin Unlimited. You'll hear a lot about that in the news. You go look it up, BU, and they're going to cause some heavy stuff to be happening. So the markets are very volatile now, and I tell you, just based on supply and demand. But because of Bitcoin, they have allowed the altcoins to actually be able to stand up at the podium now and share that podium with Bitcoin. And I tell you, I predict that Xecoin with confidence is going to be that coin, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's take a look at energy storage. Many of us, and I didn't either, didn't know a lot about energy storage. Hadn't been keeping up. You know, we all hear about global warming. We all hear about the electricity is bad with all of the pollution and CO2, carbon dioxide, etc. Since I've been introduced in the last few months to PowerOn Xpress and exergonix, I've done extensive research. I would even go to the extent to say hundreds of hours in learning and education. Navigon is a research organization, a think tank, if you will, and they are forecasting through 2020 that over 29.4 gigawatts of new storage capacity is going to be deployed around the world across all sectors, and it's going to have a compound annual growth rate of 60%. That is what exergonix is about. We're talking about storage capacity in their products. And if you want to read more about the new economics of energy storage, many of you, most of you probably know McKinsey and Company. You know, they're always giving insight to talk about trends, emerging trends, and they are saying that energy storage is the favorite technology of the future for good reason. And I tell you guys, it's not only a favorite technology of the future. Go look it up. You'll see a lot of countries, a lot of companies are investing a lot in it. As a matter of fact, Tesla has a huge manufacturing facility for energy storage and energy storage only. This is huge when we talk about energy storage backing the Xecoin. So let's briefly talk about exergonix. Right now, today, we don't have the products in our hands, but they're coming. So what we're doing right now, we're focusing on the cryptocurrency component, and we're building our teams, and we're preparing for the inevitable. Exergonix is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage system technology. They're a pioneer in the industry today. They are a product provider for PowerOn Xpress. They are the ones going to be feeding us the direct sales arm, all of their products, okay? And the value of their product, as they increase, the value of our Xecoins will increase as well, okay? So I tell you, storing energy, ladies and gentlemen, now is easier and it's in your hands. Let's talk about the founder of exergonix, the folks who are going to be providing the products to us. They're not network marketers. They're not cryptocurrency guys. Nissanka, chairman, president, CEO. He was born in Sri Lanka. He came over here to the United States with one suitcase when he was college age. He's been here ever since. He graduated from the University of Central Missouri. He founded a company, I believe in his 30s, called CoCam America, okay? Dow Chemical, you heard of Dow Chemical, right? They actually saw what he was doing. They liked what he was doing, and they gave him a few $1 billion, I believe, to purchase it. It was the first lithium polymer plant in the United States, so this man knows what he's doing. He's the former director of Genesis, which is the world's largest industrial battery company. Look it up. He's recognized by President Barack Obama for the Innovation Campus and also honored by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for his contribution to the Innovation Campus, which takes our young people, raise them up, and prepare them for the new workforce, okay? Because I tell you, it's quite different than it was when I was growing up. He's a board member and trustee at MRI Global, managing body of National Renewable Energy Labs. And what's that? That is the United States Government Authority on Energy. So he sits on the board, if you will, and he's a trustee giving advice to the United States government about energy, renewable energy in particular. This is only a short list of his mountain of credibility and credentials. Take a look at exergonix.com, click on our team, and you're going to see a whole bunch of people with some unbelievable experience in this space, all the way from solar panels installation, solar energy, technology. Go take a look. Over 100 years combined, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a partner who are providing us with products who are credible and just all good things about them, and we're looking forward to those products. Let's talk about the business structure that has been set up by PowerOn Xpress in conjunction with Don Nissanka of exergonix. The main office of PowerOn Xpress is actually in Singapore. So let us talk about the structure very quickly. Here on the left, we have exergonix management. Now, Exergonix Investment Ltd. Limited owns 100% of Exergonix, and under the Exergonix umbrella, we have an energy company with the storage towers, the energy system, Coda Energy. We have Vertigo, which are a battery system. We have Neighborhoodpower. For 15 years, these guys have been putting solar panels on top of residential as well as commercial entities. They've got a huge history, and if you take a look at exergonix.com, you click on projects, you'll see all of the work these guys are doing over in Hawaii as well. BioOctus, when we were out there in Bangkok, we received a sample of the BioOctus product. This is the product that's been undergoing research for the last 30 years, a Norwegian scientist, and we are now, Exergonix is now the proud 50-50 owner of BioOctus. What it does, it increases the crop yield, no fertilizer, and it also it's organic, you know, and it doesn't poison the environment. So it does a lot of great things. Everything we're talking about here is part of saving our planet, having a cleaner, greener planet for us today and our generations to come. So that's Exergonix Investment Ltd. We're over here on the right. Exergonix Investment Partners, Exergonix Investment Trust, Global Power Pte. Ltd. owns it's owned 100% by the Exergonix Investment Trust, okay? And we are PowerOn Xpress, and we are owned 100% by Global Power based over there in Singapore, okay? So it's a shell of a company, if you will. Then here we have the Exergonix Holding Inc., and I'm more excited about this because this is where our beloved Xecoin, our cryptocurrency, lies. It is owned 50% by Global Power and 50% by Exergonix Investment Ltd. That is the corporate structure. They thought about it, and I tell you, we are really, truly excited about where we're going. So how exactly do we back the Xecoin? Well, first of all, let me give you a little history, a little education on how the power plants work today and how energy works today. Today we have the conventional energy plants. We have the conventional power plants. You've seen them, all of that black, dark, poisonous, pollution-filled smoke just billowing out massive amounts of carbon dioxide out into our environment. 67% of all of this energy that are coming from our power plants that are running at full tilt 24/7, it's just wasted. 67% of that energy is wasted because you can't throttle it down. It's always going at the max. And so what PowerOn Xpress is going to do with these 40-foot containers that they have with these energy storage batteries stacked on top of one another in the modular fashion with the CPU built in, okay? It has security built in and thermal management built in. So what happens here is it takes all of that nasty, dirty, pollution-filled, wasted energy, and it captures it. Now, yes, solar energy is great. Hydroelectric energy is great. Wind, solar, wind, hydro, they're all great and wonderful. But what if there's no wind? So what if there's wind half the day? How am I going to get electricity the other half of the day? The same with solar. The sun goes down. The same with hydro. Sometimes there's water, sometimes there's not. So what they're going to also do, they're going to capture the solar energy, the sun, during the day and store that. When it's windy, they're going to capture the unused wind energy, and they're going to store that. The same with hydro. So all this energy is being stored here. It's being cleaned, and what happens is with the products that Exergonix are going to have, the other consumer-based products and corporate-based products, they're going to provide cheaper, cleaner, better energy to our customers and our clients. And what is that going to bring to the table for us, besides commissions and things of the sort, is that it's going to drive the price of the Xecoin up. This is amazing. This is how it works. All of their products are going to drive the price of the Xecoin via the XEUs I'm going to talk about. So Vertigo, I talked about, BioOxys and Coda Energy. They're all the profits and the assets are going to be funneled, percentage is going to be funneled through, and it's backing the price, the value, the intrinsic value of the Xecoin. Finally, a coin with an intrinsic value. Isn't that amazing? We're really excited. I am excited about what the future is holding for you and I. Let's talk about the product. The first product that you're going to get when you come on board with PowerOn Xpress as a member, you're going to receive exchange energy units. Exchange energy units, or what we call XEUs. Okay? So that's your first product. And everyone is going to get that on day one coming in. So what are XEUs? See, this XEU is a proprietary unit of energy, initially 1 watt. And we're going to be able to utilize this energy and trade it for Vertigo, for energy for the Vertigo product range, or we can actually right now, today, sell them on the XEU trading platform. And see, the batteries store the energy when it's cheap, like I was showing you, and they discharge it at peak demand. That is what we bring to the table in terms of all of the products that we have. So what can we do with these XEUs again? Well, they can be traded amongst the members on an internal trading platform. We have a lot of videos out there about it on our YouTube channel, and you can find the information on the YouTube channel by going to disruptivewebinar.com, disruptivewebinar.com. On the far right at the bottom, you're going to see a link to our Facebook group. You're going to see a link to our YouTube channel. lots of information there, loads of educational material there. So we could be able to trade it amongst each other for cash. We can also choose to not trade it for cash at this particular time and basically put it back into the loyalty program I want to talk about and just hoard them. Just hold on to them, just like I wish I would have hoarded Bitcoin back in the day in 2009. We will also be able to, in the future, convert our XEUs to Xecoins, okay? And then transfer them to our hot wallet like Bitcoin. So right now, the development team, they are working hard on this wallet. We saw a demo of this web wallet. It reminds me of a mutual fund. I mean, this thing is awesome. That is going to be our hot wallet. And many of you who have Bitcoin or Dashcoin or Ethereum or Ethercoin or Pure Vita coin like I do, I mine coins as well. You know what a wallet is, a digital wallet is, a cryptocurrency wallet is. You either have it on your mobile phone and or your computer, or you have a hardware type wallet or what have you. We have one also for PowerOn Xpress for our Xecoins. So we're going to hoard these XEUs and do whatever we can to hang on to them. And once they open that wallet up and we all get our wallet and we download that baby, we're going to now be able to convert our XEUs to Xecoins and transfer them to our hot wallet like Bitcoin. Right now, you can indeed take your reserve money in your back office. I'm going to talk about that. Take your reserve money every Friday, transfer it over to the trading exchange, and you're able to actually buy Xecoins right now today. And it gets put in the bucket until that wallet is ready, which should be any day now. And finally, we will indeed have the Xecoins tradable on public exchanges. So right now we're only on an internal exchange. And remember that the products and the assets going to be the energy is going to back the pricing of the coin. So we've got the supply and demand, the internal supply and demand. We've got the future products that are coming out. And in the future, we're going to have the public supply and demand all driving the price of our XEUs and thus our Xecoins. I tell you guys, just get off to a fast start. You're in the right place at the right time. It would never be easier nor more lucrative than it is right now. I tell you, I'm excited. Every time I go over this presentation, I get more and more excited about what PowerOn Xpress and Exergonix have partnered to bring to you and I. And so here are the options when you come on board. You can come on board with a Power Plan 1, 2, all the way up to 7. Power Plan 5 is our most popular. Power Plan 1, 199 euros. That's about $205, $210. Okay? It's almost a one-to-one match with euros and dollars. Power Plan 2, 600 euros. Power Plan 3, 1,100 euros. Power Plan 5, 5,100, all the way to a Power Plan 7, which is 51,000 euros. Okay, and what do you get when you, well, how many XEUs do you get? Right now today, that's why it's imperative that you jump on it right now. When we got in a couple of months ago, we received 1,000 XEUs because it was priced at 10 cents coming out of the door. We received 3,500 XEUs for the PP2. We received 8,000 XEUs for the Power Plan 3. For 3,100 euros, we received 26,000 for the PP4, 50,000 for PP5, on and on, 220,000, and I believe this was 650,000. Now, even though the value of the XEUs today is fluctuating between 10 to 14 cents, 10 to 15 cents, what they are going to be doing, and I believe they're doing a programming for it, when you purchase a PP5, for example, you won't get 5,000. How do they come up? You won't get 50,000. How did they come up with 50,000 in the first place? Because 5,000 euros divided by 0.10, 10 cents, is 50,000. That's why many of us got the 50,000. Now, if it's 14 cents, guess how much that'll be? 5,000 divided by 0.14, it's going to be about 37,500, something like that. So the longer you wait, as the prices increase of the XEUs, the least amount of XEUs you're going to get. So this is the time to get in now while they're still giving us 50,000, still giving us the 10-cent price, ladies and gentlemen. Timing is always the key when you're talking about opportunity, okay? Now, when it gets up to $1, when it gets up to $1, you're just going to get 5,000 XEUs, okay? So I'd rather get 50,000 today rather than 5,000 tomorrow. So get in now, guys, you know, because we're over there at that exchange and we're utilizing a little supply and demand amongst the members, and the products are coming soon. I don't want to talk or dwell a lot on the products. When we get the go-ahead from corporate that they're ready, that they're in our back office, then the presentation is going to be more geared towards those products. But right now, let's focus on the cryptocurrency. Because, see, right now, they have an unmatched compensation plan that offers you an infinity direct sales bonus, a dual team bonus. Those of you who know network marketing know that means binary. They have an infinity matching bonus and the weekly loyalty award, which I'm going to talk about first. Now, some of you are here for the cryptocurrency. Some of you here because you know we have a proof of stake coin. Those of you who are well versed in cryptocurrency. Some of you are here just can't wait to get your hands on those coins, okay? You don't have to pay attention to the network marketing piece, but I tell you, I implore that you do. Why? Because as you are hoarding those XEUs and getting those XE coins and we're driving that price up, how about getting some now money in the network marketing piece? I tell you, you can do that, but it's not mandatory. But it's definitely something I'm doing and what my team is doing. We're sharing it with as many people as we possibly can. So let's get started. I talked about the XEUs, and I talked about the coin that we've developed on the Ethereum blockchain with the smart contracts. They have a loyalty award program. So since you guys are new and we're loyal, from now until August 2017, you're going to get a 1.5% reward based on your weekly XEU balance. So if you come in and I'm going to show you guys an example, okay? So in addition to that, every 30 days, 10% of your locked balance of XEUs is going to be unlocked. And you either put it back into the loyalty award program, like I said before, or you can take those unlocked XEUs over to the trading platform, sell them over there, and receive euros today, okay? So let's show you. Let's say you purchase a PP5, a Power Plan 5. You're going to receive 50,000 XEUs. This is for educational purposes only, so I'm assuming that, you know, it's 50,000, it's 10 cents that they're giving us these XEUs for. So you're going to get 50,000 XEUs. The first week that you're in, at the end of the week, they are going to give you 1.5% times 50,000 is what? 750 extra XEUs, just because you're in early, just because they're staking this baby right now, just because you see the vision. So can you imagine this? If indeed, you know, you got 2 weeks and 3 weeks and 4 weeks, at the end of that fourth week, you've actually got 750 times 4. You've got 3,000 extra XEUs just for being loyal and having a PP5. So now you have 50,000 plus 3,000, you got 53,000. And also at the end of every month, they unlock 10% of your XEUs. So you've got 50,000. They're going to take 5,000 and unlock it for your use. They're going to take 750 times 4, okay, 750 every week. They unlock that and put it in your unlocked bucket. So now you've got 8,000 XEUs sitting there. You could do whatever you want to do with them over at the trading platform, or throw them right back into the program. You see, I've been telling you guys, just for being here early and being loyal. Now, The XEU platform is beautiful. It's wonderful. It works fine and dandy. Here we can buy Xecoins. Over here we can sell XEUs. Over here we can receive Xecoins. We can receive euros. And then we can withdraw from this trading platform. We're doing it already. We can withdraw from the trading platform. Anything we withdraw goes over into our PowerOn Xpress, our PowerOn Xpress back office from the trading platform. And you can cash out your money. You can do whatever you want to do with the cash. It doesn't matter. Okay? Now let's talk about the direct sales bonus for those of you who want to be building a network or maybe bringing in a few people. This is some extra bucks that you're going to receive every week. The people that you bring in personally, that's your first generation, the people you bring in personally. On all of them, you're going to get 5% bonus, guys. So you might as well do it. You get 5% bonus. So you get somebody with a PP5, 5% of 5,000 is what? 250 euros. You get that at the end of the week for one person. Imagine if you brought in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or more people. You're going to get a lot of 5% commissions or bonuses. The people that they bring in, we call them your second generation. If you have 6,000 in personal sales is just people you directly bring in, which is easy. You sell one PP5, that's 5,000 in personal sales. You sell a, let's take a look. I'm going to show you. So you can see this. Okay. So, if you sell a PP4 for 3,100 euros, for example, you're going to have 2,600 in personal sales. You sell a PP5, that's 5,000 in personal sales. You sell a PP6, that's 20,000 in personal sales. You sell or bring somebody on board, get the PP2, that's 350. So any combination, ladies and gentlemen, all you need is 6,000. You know, just 6,000 in personal sales. Now you can get the bonus on the second generation. These are the people that your first generation, your personal people, bring in. Okay? You can get 3% of all of those people. And if you have 10,000 in personal sales, which is just 2 PP5s, that's the third generation of folks, you're going to get 2% on them. That in itself is enough and extremely lucrative. But in addition to that, if you want to earn on the fourth generation, the fifth generation, all the way down to the 60,000 generation, down to infinity, you got to have 100,000 in personal sales. You can do that over time, and you're going to get 1% on all of those people, ladies and gentlemen. In order to qualify for the infinity, you've got to have a power plan 5. You can come in power plan 3 and eventually upgrade to a power plan 5. So you're not stuck at the power plan or the level in which you've come in. You can always upgrade. Let's talk about the dual team bonus, which many of you in network marketing knows as the binary. So let's say, for example, binary means 2. Dual teams mean 2. You've got a left team and you've got a right team. That's all it means. There's no complexity. Don't get confused. It just means you've got 2 teams. You brought in one guy on your left and you brought in another gal on your right. So you've got 2 teams. Congratulations, you qualify for the binary or the dual team bonus. So if you have 6,000 in group sales, now what's group sales? Group sales are sales made by all of the folks who are underneath you, okay? So it's not just you. Personal sales is just your people you brought in personally. Group sales is the people you brought in personally, your purchase as well. So you have 6,000 in group sales on your left side, 5,000 in group sales on your right team. They're going to look at your lesser leg. Which is lesser, 6,000 or 5,000? Well, 5,000, of course. So that's your right side. You're going to earn 10% on your lesser leg, which is 10% of 5,000 will give you a bonus of 500 euros at the end of the week. How about that? Imagine having 60,000, you know, on your lesser leg. Imagine having 50,000 on your lesser leg. You're going to generate a bonus of 5,000 that week. This can go on week after week after week. If the more people are working and getting excited and collaborating and with one another, This could be an unbelievable stream of income. That's why I'm talking to you people who are interested in cryptocurrency only. This is just some extras. And this is how you can get some of that quick money in your hand if you're willing to share this with as many people as possible. I have a video on the team YouTube channel that talks about a strategy of the myths about power legs. Go take a look at that and watch it once and watch it twice, and that is how you want to build your team in order to gain massive momentum. You know, and it's all a group collaborative effort. It's really exciting. That's it for this dealer team, the binary. Now, your infinity matching bonus, let's talk about that. First generation, every time those people that you bought in personally get a check on Friday, you're getting 5% of that. Every time the person on your second generation, you're going to get 5% of their check. Third generation, fourth generation, every Friday. As long as these people are making money, you're going to get 5% of their check. Isn't that amazing? And all you need is 2,000 in personal sales. And you need 3 folks on your left team, 3 folks on your right team. Shucks, you already got 1 on the left and you've already got 1 on the right because you're qualifying for the dual team or the binary. Or you need to get 2 more on the left and 2 more on the right. You're ready to rock and roll. Now you're qualifying for getting this infinity matching bonus because you're doing what's necessary to succeed. Okay? And in order to get the matching bonus down to infinity, you must have 250,000 in personal sales, etc. You have to be an emerald rank status as well. This is going to be totally powerful when you really take a look at this. Take a look at it. Run some numbers yourself. Get out a spreadsheet or a pencil and paper. You may faint, so make sure you've got something comfortable and some padding around you so you don't hurt yourself as you go through those numbers. It is truly amazing. Let's talk about how we get paid, ladies and gentlemen. Every Friday you get paid. 60% of everything you've made in the infinity matching bonus and in the dual team or the binary is going to be put in your current account. 100% of your direct sales for bringing people in directly, and they're bringing people in directly. You remember, 100% of that will be put into your current account. The 60% only applies to those matching bonuses, the 2 streams of income, the last 2 streams of income I talked about. The rest of the 40% will be put in a reserve account. The 60% you can withdraw right now. You can withdraw the Bitcoin. They're in the process of getting that debit card out to us in our hands, and make sure you have your KYC documents done. I've got some information on that in our Facebook group on what is needed to get your KYC approved. And it's really, really simple. Okay, just proof of who you are. You say who you are. So 60% is going to be paid out. You can withdraw it. Go take a loved one on a family vacation or what have you. The other 40%, now this is super, super exciting. This is going to blow you away. Now, all of the things I'm talking about in the network marketing component does not apply to any of the money that you're going to be making by selling XEUs over on the trading platform. The 60-40 does not apply to that. But here in this reserve account, 40% of those bonuses that you've earned will be sitting here every Friday. Now you can go and buy Xecoins with it. So how do you do that? In your back office of PowerOn Xpress, you're going to go there. You're going to exchange this money, send it over to the trading platform. Go over to the trading platform. You're going to see your money on the left-hand side there. I got videos on how this is to be done as well over on our YouTube channel. And you're going to be able to purchase Xecoins, withdraw those Xecoins from the trading platform. They're going to go right back over into your PowerOn Xpress back office in a maturing XCC bucket. And for those of you who want to run fast and hard, man, who want to get recognized, these are the rank levels that we have in terms of recognition. When you're at your gold, when you have 150,000 on your lesser leg in group sales, or everyone is working together, and it's not that difficult to get 150,000 in group sales. Personal sales, all you need is 25,000, okay? The same thing here. Here, as an emerald, you're going to be eligible for that infinity matching bonus that I talked about, and you're going to get a beautiful smart watch. Here, at 7, you get a 50,000 euros pension fund. At the diamond on level 8, you're going to get a BMW i8 electric Spider. You can get it red, blue, green, whatever, but it's an awesome sports car, and it's electric indeed. The final one, your final destination will be the Royal Diamond. It's a smart villa, which is worth €1,000,000, and it has solar panels on it. It's smart, energy efficient, and you can build it, get it built in Hawaii, get it built in Chicago or Florida or California or Cambodia, or you can get it built in Hong Kong. You can get it built over in Bangkok, anywhere type. It doesn't matter. It is for you, for all of the hard work that you and your team have done to collaborate to and contribute to the furthering, to sharing PowerOn Xpress and exergonix with as many people as possible. I tell you guys, this thing's blowing up. It's blowing up right now. So you need to get in right now. And those of you who are in Cyprus or in that area or even anywhere, and you want to go to the April 8th meeting, you should get there. You should get there. All of the particulars are coming out soon. The logistics, keep checking your email. You can actually buy a ticket right now in your back office. I think they're like €50 or something to attend the event. But all of the particulars are coming out soon, so you can start planning your hotel and you can start planning your flight. You can actually start planning your flight now. Now, we just got back from Bangkok. It was just wonderful, very informative, wonderful people I've met. You know, we ate hard, we party hard, and we worked hard. And so we're having our first global event in May at Pattaya, Thailand, and I plan to be there for sure. So everyone needs to get there. I tell you guys, you're going to be blown away. You get the opportunity to meet the CEO, Don Nissanka of Exergonix. You're going to get the opportunity to hear about all of the products that are in the product pipeline. You're going to be able to meet some of the leaders who are at the top of the mark in PowerOn Xpress. You're going to meet some of your colleagues who are going to be out there. Do not miss this event. Get together. You know, your comrades are going to be there, so you should be there. The power, ladies and gentlemen, is now in your hands. So with that said, I am signing off. I'd like to thank each and one of you for coming onto this webinar. Good evening, good night, good morning, and good afternoon.